What's going on YouTube? Cloverbuzz here, back with another Scarlet Violet video, and today we are going to be featuring a tournament winning Rayquaza team. Yes, you heard that right. Rayquaza finally has claimed victory in a restricted format here. So this is a team made by Kim0227 Poke, Japanese player, and they were able to win a Japanese tournament, the Tera Square off number 64. And look at the options that we have here. We've got Extreme Speed, Swords Dance, Rayquaza. Okay, this looks very familiar for Regulation J that we just put out a little bit earlier. How about Extreme Speed, Swords Dance, Arceus? You could literally take Arceus and fulfill this role here. And now you add stuff like Smeargle and Clefairy. And we talked about that in our Arceus video as well. Like, Smeargle with the Spore, the Fake Out, the Decorate is just so annoying. And then Clefairy at the same time with Friend Guard just adds extra bulk, especially when you have a Calyrex Shadow Rider going for a nasty plot here. So that's really, really cool. And then at the same time, don't forget Rayquaza has Airlock, and you can take away weather from these annoying Kyogre and Miraidon teams too. So, and then at the same time, don't forget, you can deal, super effective damage to the Miraidons because you have Dragon Ascent. And again, with Tera Normal Extreme Speed, you are immune to Astro Barrage, right? So don't forget that. And if you can set up the Swords Dance, then these Extreme Speeds are just going to hurt, and they're going to one-shot a lot of different things because Rayquaza is a monster. Then you add something like Tornadus here with Bleak Wind Storm, Taunt, and Tailwind, of course, a very standard set. Sharp Beak for a little bit more extra damage to try and pick up the Rillaboom KOs, ideally, or maybe even an Amoonguss. Then you have the Choice Scarf Urshifu, which again gives you that physical breaker damage. You can always do Fake Out Surging Strikes. You can even technically do Decorate plays onto the Urshifu, and then these Surging Strikes are just hitting for way big damage. And then Clefairy here with the Encore tech over there with standard Follow Me helping out protect there. I like After You, but I understand the reasoning behind Encore. And of course the Calyrex is a Life Orb set because the Sash is on the Smeargle, and we know how dangerous Smeargle can be in a format like this, especially when it gets a +1 Moody speed boost here. So we thank him for making the rental public. For us, I don't think they actually made it public on Twitter. So we're very fortunate, and we get to claim first dibs on the team here. So without further ado, let's see if we can get some pretty cool wins with Rayquaza on today's episode. So let's go straight onto the ranked battles. All right, there we go. We got a Smeargle team. There is Decorate for sure on that thing. Blood Moon, Indeedee. Okay, could be Expanding Force there, I would imagine. And Ogre Pond. Okay, pretty cool team. Relatively hard Trick Room. My Taunt is not that useful because there isn't Indeedee there. But what is useful is this thing, right? But there's no After You. Oh man, come on, man! You gotta go After You if you're gonna run this Clefairy thing. You don't have to. I'm just being a little bit annoying. All right, so I gotta think of other things. Oh boy. All right. Calyrex does look intriguing. There is raw Psychic there, so it's boosted Psychic damage. I don't know how we break through the Indeedee here. It might literally just have to be the Smeargle. Yeah, it's just like Smeargle and click Astro Barrage, I would imagine. He's got two normal types there. That's so difficult to deal with. Yeah, I'll bring this. And we'll try and bring the Rayquaza. The key word here is try. I can't click. It's gonna be hard to click like Extreme Speed stuff. I think I should have just left Rayquaza behind in reality. I don't think I needed to force the bring here, but we'll see what I can do. Especially if he doesn't bring the train. He's got to bring the train, right? It's got to come on lead here. I don't see why I wouldn't. He's actually bringing Smeargle, Calyrex. Oh boy, here we go. World Championships, man. This is it. Smeargle and Smeargle together. Okay. And you know how these plays can go. All right, it's just so volatile. Now let me just check something here real quick. All right, are we one? Okay, we are 139, so there's something there. I can just nasty plot, and I can click Decorate. However, I could also just go for the raw fake out. He could fake me out, he could click Trick Room, and then I'm cooked, right? So, the question here is, do I do this? I think I might have to. And then if he clicks Trick Room, not great. But let's see. Alright, I'm doing this so that my own Smeargle does not get faked out. He might even just click Protect on the Calyrex. Right? And then just go for a Raw Spore. Okay. Oh, that's... Wait a second. Okay. Oh, wait, that was us. Oh, no, we are not Ghost. We are actually Tera Dark. Why didn't I not look at that? Alright, it's actually just Tera the Calyrex. Okay, it is going to be Fairy. That's okay. At least now I can hit it. Let's see what this Smeargle decides to do. Can we win the Fake Out War? We do win the Fake Out War. That's good news for us. Alright, and we get the Raw Psychic up. I don't know if this actually kills. It might. It actually does. Okay, that's good. So we do get a +1. There is going to be Trick Room on the board. I would love a speed decrease if he's going for Trick Room here. It does go for Trick Room. Okay, so now we have to reposition the board a little bit. We are... Our special attack rose. And the speed drop. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. That's actually not bad. Because now, we have some lines now, depending on what his Calyrex speed is. And there is the Blood Moon. He can hit my Calyrex. Okay, he can do that. I also have the power of Spore. So I can just protect first. The question now is, what is your Blood Moon set? Alright, and then I can click Spore over here. I can. The keyword is can. I don't know if I will. Alright, let's just do it. Okay, we're gonna protect here. And let's see if he is in fact faster. He could be adamant. Okay, no he's not. So he is faster. Alright, so this is just raw spread move. This might even just be Hyper Voice here. I would imagine. And then he just kills the Smeargle here. We hang on with the Sash. And, oh, he targeted the Calyrex. Wait a second. Oh, whoa. Hold on. Alright, we got chances here now. We do have a chance here. Okay. Oh, and my speed roll went back up. Okay. But we can still Spore the Blood Moon too, technically. So now the question is, can I Psychic one of these slots here? I can quote unquote decorate. The Calyrex has to take a turn of sleep. The question now is, do I live a raw Blood Moon? I think with Clefairy, I might be able to do it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to raw Psychic the Blood Moon. I don't think that kills, but I can always bring in the Clefairy. I am +1 with Life Orb. Alright, and the goal is to at least try and live the Blood Moon here. So let me bring in the Clefairy. Okay. And if he protects, that's okay. Then he's stalling his own Trick Room. Right? And he can't technically... Oh, actually, he can't even click Blood Moon again. That's what I just forgot about that because he clicked it once. He has to just go for the raw Hyper Voice. That's good news for us. Because now we just go for the raw Psychic here. We might be able to pick this up. Yes, we do. We get the crit. I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Alright, and now Calyrex going absolutely bonkers. Alright, Life Orb chip and all. Now, did he bring Lunala in the last slot here? He brought Ogerpon. Okay. You know, we still have Rayquaza in the back. Which, you know, we do have I'm in front of an Ice type here. So, now the question is, I think we can still live. Okay. Because we have the Clefairy. So we can always click Astral Barrage here. And I think we just literally have to click Follow Me and pray that we live everything. Alright? So here's the Follow Me. Will the Calyrex get that one turn sleep, or can he stay asleep for this turn? There's another Follow Me. Well, that's fine. We are +2. Alright. Oh, dude. Alright, he gets the Glacial Lance. That's unfortunate. Man. Alright. We had something going there, but unfortunately the one turn wake, well, is a little bit too much now. Can always fake out. Now I just have these things. Alright, that's unfortunate. Okay. This is where after you would have been very useful. Okay? Because then I can match him in the trick room mode, but I can't. Alright. Because now after this, I lose the Clefairy, right? So I'll protect here, and I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I guess just click Encore. Or I can even double protect here. But that doesn't even really help me all that much. Yeah, I just have to neutralize a slot here. Alright, there's the follow me. Right, we're gonna force him to keep clicking that thing, but yeah, that was unfortunate, the one turn wait there. We needed at least a second turn. If we got a second turn there, we would have been fine, but the Calyrex going crazy with the Glacial Lance was just unfortunate here. Alright, so we'll lose the Clefairy. We'll get the Smeargle back, at the very least. Alright. But not ideal. Alright, here we go. Here's the Smeargle. Redirect my Spore. Yeah, he's +2 now. I can Dragon Ascent the Ogre Pond. I don't know if that really does anything. I am faster, so my plan is this. If we can nuke this and kill it, right? And we fake out the other thing, we've got a shot. That's the only play I have. Alright? So I think I think we just have to pray like we're a little bit faster. So there's the fake out. Alright, there's the follow me. That's okay. Alright, this has to actually kill. So if Rayquaza can kill here, then we can always Spore him next turn. Okay. We've got a shot. We have a chance. Okay. Rayquaza can do this. Okay, but we need help from Smeargle. Okay, that's fine. We can click Spore. I do think we are going to need a little bit of help with Swords Dance. Alright. And then after that, we'll click the Extreme Speed. So here's what we do. We have a shot. Okay, so we'll click Swords Dance first. We'll boost our damage. And then we can even Spore him. Alright, I can also go for damage now and just Spore him regardless. And then just go for more damage afterwards. Right? So I'll Swords Dance. And we'll click Spore. Alright, we'll go for the setup play. Alright, so we put him to sleep. He'll take his first turn of sleep afterwards. But my question is, should I have gone for damage both turns here? So, unless he gets another one turn wait. Okay, so he's fast asleep here. Okay, our speed rises again. Okay, so now we go for the patented Dragon Ascent. Okay, and we can also click Decorate, ideally. All right, and if he stays asleep, then we win. But he has to stay asleep. All right, unless we kill him now. So our Smeargle, because we got the speed boost, we are faster. And we might be able to take him out. Can Rayquaza beat Calyrex Ice Rider? Oh, Rayquaza has done it. Oh, actually, this ends up being a pretty perfect battle because Calyrex doing a ton of damage early on, and then Rayquaza cleaning up in the end game, right? Thanks to Smeargle. We're playing against and he's got a Calyrex Kyogre duo. Okay, you don't see that one every day. Instant Landorus, Tailwind Support, and Urshifu. Okay, the pieces make sense. The restricted over there doesn't, but not unheard of. Does remind me a little bit about Sword and Shield. Okay, question now. we are Sharp Beak Tornadus. He's gonna help me a little bit. And this is where Rayquaza actually looks really good here, because you can't intimidate me, you can't click Astro Barrage, and I take away your weather. So honestly, Rayquaza could be really good here. I'm not gonna lie. And we can always pressure the Urshifu too. We might have to consider it in the end game. So let's do this. How about Rayquaza? And do I want maybe just you, right? And then we'll bring Calyrex in the end game. How about Smeargle? Yeah, I don't think I need Tornadus. I could use it, but if I'm spamming E-Speeds and if I got Fake Outs and whatnot, I think I'll be okay. Let's see. If he's gonna boost my damage, you know, then Urshifu can also do a whole lot here. All right. Oh, okay. Well, there's the damage boost. Okay. So weather is gone. Actually, yeah. Actually, I think. So there's the rain. Okay. But again, the effects of weather, no good. So we can click Extreme Speed. He can go into the Calyrex if he really wants. We can read that. And, you know, just go from there. I can still technically Tera Normal here. I don't have to, right? Because I am a dragon type. I can just do this. I can Extreme Speed and then literally Aqua Jet just to get some chip on the Whimsicott. And, you know, just try and kill. So let's see. I think he switches the Kyogre. No, he stays in. He's actually going to Tera. He tears the Kyogre right from the rip. That tells me he might be Ice Beam or whatever. It's Tera Electric. Okay. Might be saying goodbye to Urshifu, but we'll see. Alright, so Extreme Speed comes out. That's not nearly enough damage. Alright, and there's the Aqua Jet. Nope, not nearly enough damage. Alright, we got a little critical hit there. Alright, there's the Tailwind support. Alright, that is okay. Did you actually click water? Okay, he clicked Thunder. I was gonna say. Alright, into the Ursh. Okay, that's fine. But now we bring in the demon known as Smeargle. Okay, and we have Tera Water available to us. Alright, so let's go. Not Tera Water, what am I saying? Fake Out Pressure is what I meant. Alright, so we've got Smeargle here. He knows we're clicking Extreme Speed. I have an idea. I can Spore the other slot. So I can Extreme Speed and Spore the Ogre, potentially. Right? And then again, make him make a switch. So we Extreme Speed that. And we can also technically Fake Out the Ogre and then go from there. But I kind of want to just Spore the slot. Yeah, let's just Spore the slot. Alright, we'll remove the Whimsicott here. Okay, because I think he can't kill the Ogre with just... yeah, he's just going for Raw Thunder here. That's fine. And we actually dodge anyway, because again, there's actually no quote-unquote rain here. So, this ends up being a really, really good turn for us. Because now we get the free turn of Spore, we get the Moody boost. Alright, that drop doesn't matter. And we still keep the Sash Smeargle on the board. So this is actually turning out okay. For now, we still have the Calyrex in the back. Just gotta stall out these Tailwind turns and whatnot. We can weaken the Ogre especially. Alright, here comes Incineroar. He's got his own Fake Out, I guess. You know, we can also technically Spore that slot too. But this is also where I would like to Tera. And I would like to go for a Swords Dance potentially. That Ogre has to take a turn of sleep. So that instinct could be Goggles. It could be Helmet and whatever. So how about this for a play? Let's click Swords Dance. And we can click... Is this actually too greedy? We can still go both ways here. I can still technically Spore and still find out if you are. In fact, alright, he's going for the Fake Out. That's fine. Alright, so then we get the free Swords Dance. Alright, there's the Kyogre turn. Falling asleep there. Here's the raw Swords Dance. And now our special attack rises. Okay, that's fine. The speed drops. Not ideal, but again, we have the Tera Normal. I don't think that kills Incin. Right? But we are in a... We could be okay here, in all honesty. Right? So what's his Tailwind turns? He's got one turn of Tailwind. I think I want to act now while I can. I could also just protect this turn. And now I think I can just go raw Extreme Speed here. And I can also technically just go follow me here. And let's see what the Incin decides to do. He might even just Parting Shot or whatever. Alright, but this is us going for raw damage. Tera Normal, +2 Extreme Speed into the Kyogre slot. Alright, just to make sure he can't click his little Water Spout play. Alright, I'm gonna force you to hit an Origin Pulse or something. So we know you have Thunder. Alright, there's the Extreme Speed. You might just stay asleep here. Let's see how much damage this does. Oh, it lives on 1! Uh-oh. Oh, I thought that would kill. Uh-oh. It lives on 1. Alright, the Kyogre actually stays asleep. That's good news for us. That's great news. Close combat? What? Oh boy. Well, the Incin is definitely food now for that. The Tailwind peters out. That's good news for us. Close combat Incin. Holy smokes. Alright, this is where we want to pivot into Calyrex, ideally. Alright, so, that being said, I think we can just Extreme Speed again. Get rid of the Ogre. And then, this is where we can go into Calyrex, potentially. Let's see, are we... It's 2-2-2, okay. Let's see. Battle is canceled. That means you don't have the Calyrex? That's crazy. Wow. Rayquaza is sweeping. Oh my lord, what is this? You've got Miraidon and Iron Leaves. There is a Grimmsnarl Pincurchin. And Sylveon and indeed... Oh my goodness. So he's got double terrain here. Technically triple. I have no idea what to do here. Smeargle could be good here. Oh, it's Terra Water. Oh, that's not great. I guess. We do have a Tornado. Okay, we do have a Tornadus, but hold on. A lot of things are annoying here. We can't even technically click Fake Out. So besides the Indeedee, we can still hit everything. Alright? And again, Smeargle is also still like relatively annoying. We still have the Decorate play there, so I'm not sure what I want to do here. I still have the Urshifu, but what am I supposed to do? Alright, we'll do it like this. We'll lead an old classic. We'll bring the Rayquaza in the back. I don't know what else. Maybe just the Clefairy. Let's get a Fairy type in front of that dragon over there. I don't know. Another redirection support, helping hand pressure. Encore. Alright, let's see. That team is quite interesting. A lot of annoying support, especially Grimmsnarl. But you can't click Thunder Wave if you have Psychic Terrain. So we'll see what happens here. Grimmsnarl, Miraidon. Okay. So if you've got Grimmsnarl, Miraidon. Okay, we can always click Fake Out. We can always click things. We can't click Spore. That's okay. But we can click Decorate. Actually, I just noticed something. They only have one restricted. I was just thinking about, wait a minute, then what's the other restricted? Huh. Okay. My question now is, do you have the Indeedee in the back? That is my one question. And if you swap it in, do I get punished? I can't click Spore, but if you do, then I can click Spore. So it's going both ways here. Alright, I can still click Astral Barrage here, and I can still technically click the Fake Out button over here onto the Miraidon slot. Let's see what happens if he does swap in the Indeedee. Oh, he didn't. Alright, is this just Light Screen? Is this Thunder Wave? It's actually just Light Screen. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, let's see if this can do more than half here. Ooh, that might be... No, I don't know if that's AV. He does have a Light Screen up. Alright. And Spadef drops. Okay, so no useful Moody benefit there. He's going for things that I don't like. I do have a Clefairy. Do I just say, hey man, just let it rip? Other play I could have done was fake out the Grimmsnarl and then click Astral Barrage anyway. But now we just have follow me stuff here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to click Nasty Plot in front of that Miraidon's face, and we'll click follow me here. Alright, and maybe we can get the Clefairy in. But let's see what happens. I don't know if you need to click Volt. Oh, Parting Shot! Oh, okay. Wait a second. Parting Shot. Prankster Parting Shot. Are you going back into Indeedee here? And then trying to not take Astral Barrage? What are we doing here? Sylveon? Wow. Okay. So we know 3 of your Mons here, and we might know another if you Volt Switch. Okay, here's the Volt Switch. We keep the Sash, obviously. But what are we bringing in instead? Don't tell me it's Indeedee now. And I don't think you bring back Grimmsnarl now. Okay. And you did bring back Grimmsnarl. Alright, so we know about Parting Shot here. Alright, so there's the nastiest of plots. It's going up. Alright, we got our speed. Ooh, we got our speed boost. Okay, hold on a second now. We got 2 speed boosts actually. So we have plays now where we can click Decorate and go bonkers. Right? We can also go Tera Dark just in case. Right? Just so that, you know, he doesn't click like stupid stuff like Thunder Wave and whatever. I could do that. But it's very clear that this is the play over here. Astral Barrage and then Decorate. I think I can just wipe the floor with everything. Let's do it. Let's decorate the Calyrex. Do you click? Oh, you didn't. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Hold on a second. Wow. That's shocking to me. I don't know if you live this, man. I know you have Light Screen up, but this is a Calyrex with Life Orb. We're +4. Sylveon does live. That thing is a bulky. That has to be 80. There's no way. We're +4, now +5 with the Life Orb. That's gotta be AV Sylveon. I know there's a hyper voice there. Okay, you got to kill the Smeargle. Like, now we have Rayquaza in the endgame potentially, but now we also have Clefairy here, so we should just literally outspeed everything. All right, there is Miraidon. All right, Miraidon's taking a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah, man, look, I am +5. I think we just go bonkers. I did not see if that was Scarf, because we did click Fake Out and then we clicked Follow Me, but then, let me think about this. I still think we pick up anyway, so honestly, I'm just gonna do this. I don't remember the interaction. Did I outspeed it? Because like I remember first time I clicked Fake Out, and then afterwards did he? Well, I don't remember. We'll just do this, and we'll just keep it safe. We'll click Follow Me. All right, Alright, Miraidon's going crazy here. I don't remember. Was that thing Scarf? I'm not sure. Alright, here's the Follow Me anyway. Yeah, I just could not remember the interaction here, unfortunately. Okay, yes, it is. And I'm glad I clicked follow me just to be safe here. All right, that's a lot of damage, bro. And the Clefairy actually lives like a champ. Well, listen, I don't think that Sylveon's living the Astro Barrage here. And because you didn't get rid of the Clefairy... Oh, even better. Hello. Because you didn't get rid of the Clefairy. Alright, we're just going to pick up everything here. I mean, the speed boost is not going to help you here. Unless you are Sash. But, of course, we know that thing is not Sash. Alright, yeah, man. Good play. Yeah. This is why you gotta cover sometimes if you can't remember things. The follow me saved us. If I got greedy, then Calyrex would have been cooked. But because I wasn't greedy, Calyrex is not cooked. And I don't think that Miraidon has a fairy move. And even if it did, you know, we can... Oh, I can even test something. We can protect first, right? I think he's like scarfed. So what we can do is we can protect. How many turns of terrain he's got? He's got one more turn and one more turn of light swing. Oh, that's perfect. So why don't we do this? Let's protect here. And let's just protect here. And let's see. I think he just cancels the battle anyway. Yeah, he does. He cancels the battle. Perfect. This was a Calyrex game. Okay. Lunala Calyrex here with Ursaluna. Then there's Rillaboom 2. That weakens your own Earthquake. But you've got a lot of Fake Out support to try your Trick Room. Okay. So Urshifu could be good here. So can my Smeargle, and technically Clefairy as well. Calyrex for sure, especially if we can stop Astro Barrage. Sharp Beak, Modest, killing stuff. Okay. So he has to try and get the Lunala in position, right? But if we just lead with Taunt, then that's going to be hard for him. What is the Tera on this? Is it water? It's dark. Okay. So Taunt is nice, but if he just clicks Tera and then clicks Glacial, then I'm kind of cooked. Okay. What about... How about Smeargle and Urshifu? Alright, then we'll go with this and this in the back. I don't know if this is enough, but let's try. Let's see. I think the secret is going to be, you know, how lucky or how well I can use the Smeargle here. I'm not sure. Alright. We've got Incin on the lead and we've got Lunala. Okay, fair enough. So, a couple things we can do. We can Spore and force him to pick a Fake Out Mon. Alright, so we can Fake Out the Incin ourselves. Alright, but we just don't have Taunt on the other thing. I can Spore the other slot. Like, I can Spore you. Right? And then the Urshifu, I can click Surging Strikes into the Incin, but then that would just give him the free switch into Calyrex, right? So, what can I do? Actually, that's still, like, not a terrible play. I'm not gonna lie. Let's try. Okay, Fake Out comes out into the Smeargle, of course. Alright, and here's the Surging Strikes. Is that Rocky Helmet? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, this is probably just Trick Room. This is why sometimes I like Tera Ghost on the Smeargle. I've never seen Tera Dark. But here we are, we have Tera Dark. So good Fake Out from the Incin. And this is probably... Oh, it's Moonblast! Oh, okay, wait a second. It's Moonblast. Huh. Alright. Alright, don't drop my speed. Okay, that's good. So now we still have the Fast Spore. Alright, so now we can go into you. Okay. The problem is what comes after that. Is that it's actually also Urshifu here. Alright, question now is, are you also Scarf? Wyguard is annoying. See, again, like the at least grass also can help me resist. Like the Dark Tera is just not helping me here. So we can try and Spore, and I gotta just go. Gotta go crazy here with Astral Barrage. Maybe it kills. I got another play. How about this? Because I know he wants it gone. Let's go into you, and it's clicking Moonblast, right? I'm gonna force you to click Wyguard here. I'm gonna absolutely force you to click. You might go Tera Fairy though. That was the other thing. Yeah. Okay, that's the other thing I have to also. Yep. Okay. But either way, I didn't want to burn my Tera Fairy in front of a Moonblasting Lunala, right? So he's forced to go Tera Fairy. I know the Urshifu wants this thing gone. At least the Smeargle wise. Okay. Alright, wow, he didn't click Wyguard. Wow, I could have just Psychic the Ursh. Alright, there's the Sash anyway. Alright. Fair enough. At least now we can E-Speed. Did you click Trick Room? Oh, you went Surging Strikes into Calyrex. Ooh, I don't know if that's enough. You don't have the damage. Wait a minute. That's not enough. Question now is, where did this Moonblast go? Did it go into Calyrex? Did it go into Smeargle? There's the Moonblast. Where are we going with this? Ah, I went into Rayquaza. Alright, Rayquaza, see you later. Oh, Rayquaza actually lives! Whoa! Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay. We can click E-Speed, but does that really do anything for me? So he's Sash, right? So there's that. Okay, I think I have to actually like Tera and go for. I'm already like faster. He does have Aqua Jet. That's the problem. Maybe that's not the play. Maybe I still click this. I'm faster than Aqua Jet, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try. Oh, wow, he clicked Protect. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, no, that's not nearly enough damage. Okay, he thought I would E-Speed that slot. Okay, I guess. Alright, how much is this doing? That's not enough. Alright, where are we going with the Moonblast? That's the other question. There's the Moonblast. Okay, but he went into the Calyrex. He did do that. But guess who gets to come back here? The Smeargle. Potentially. And it is Leftovers Lunala. This is where I have to go for the Tera. Right? And just try and pick up KOs and then force the one-on-one that way. Holy smokes. Okay. If you have lefties, right? So you probably. Let me make a play here. I can still click Extreme Speed into the Ursh slot, yes, and then I can Spore the Lunala technically, right? Because even if he swaps, I could also technically Fake Out and just kill. I can kill this and force him. Because I know he can swap. Let's try. I know if it's Calyrex, we can always Spore later. But we need to get rid of the faster threat. Yeah, this is us. He stays in. So that means he lets me Fake Out the Ursh. Unless he's going for another Protect there. That might be another play he does. Oh, this is so close. But I'm pretty sure E-Speed picks up the Lunala from here. Unless the Lunala also has Protect. Alright, he does not. So Urshifu goes down. Okay, wait a second. This is looking pretty promising now. As long as Rayquaza can pick up this kill here. There's the E-Speed. You know, technically the other turn I could have just even clicked Dragon Ascent. But then I would have dropped my defenses and I would have died to Moonblast anyway. Alright, wait a minute. If it's Calyrex... Oh, there's a speed. If it's Calyrex... That's a free Swords Dance. It is Calyrex. That's free Swords Dance, and then we click Decorate. Wow. Not even Decorate. We can just click Dragon Ascent. Oh, man. Yeah, it's equal power. Alright, so literally, this is a free Swords Dance, and this is a free Spore onto this slot. Yeah, he does protect. I mean, that makes it worse for him because any shot at living, yeah, I don't know why he's doing this. Okay, maybe he wants to try and outspeed my Smeargle. Now I just have +2 now for free, and my speed rose again. You know, this is not gonna help him. I'm going to Spore. Okay, so I can technically go for Swords Dance again. Right? I can go for Swords Dance again, and I can go for another Spore, and honestly, I think he's just going to cancel the battle at this point. Alright, we go for the Spore, and then next turn we go for Decorate. And then we end it with a really, really flashy animation. There's another Swords Dance, and you know what comes next? The Decorate. That's crazy, man. My speed rose again. Oh, Smeargle is just so annoying, bro. Yeah, man, this is it. We ended with this. This is under. This is always under. Dragon Ascent. Okay, and go for the Decorate play. Is he gonna let me do it? Yo, he is. There's the Decorate. This is a +6 Dragon Ascent. Is this enough to kill the Calyrex at +6? Oh man. Smeargle, Rayquaza once again. Just like the other game. Calyrex putting a lot of pressure in the middle. Technically, not that whole lot, but then Rayquaza and Smeargle just doing Rayquaza Smeargle stuff. Whew. I gotta tell you guys, you know, we won some games that I guess we probably should have won, but because Smeargle is busted, right, and because we had just a little bit of bulk on some mons, especially with Clefairy on the team, we were able to pull things out. And 2 of the games ended the same way. They started the same way, they ended the same way. We started with early game pressure from the Calyrex, and then in the end game, we had the Smeargle and Rayquaza, you know, the Spore plus Swords Dance play, where they have to take a turn of sleep is busted, because then the next turn then you can just go for Decorate, and then you have these +4 Dragon Ascents or these +4 Extreme Speeds, and there's not a lot of things that can survive that. And you know, even though we didn't really get to use the Tornadus really, it's there if you have to go for your fast mode. And same thing with the Urshifu. You didn't really get a decent showcase here. I think I clicked Aqua Gem. That was not the play. I don't know why I did that, right? But you know, it's better in your I'm sure it's going to be better in some of your games, right? So we just misplayed that turn, but we played it well enough where we were able to still make a comeback in the end there. But Rayquaza was great, but of course the Smeargle was low-key the MVP on this team. So give this team a try. Let us know how you do. We'll be back with another video in the next one. Peace out and have a good one.